Really, guys?
Let's roll, Tom.
Relax, man.
Sugiura!
Yagamishi! Oh, thank God you're back.
Tsukumo, what happened?
He's knocked out cold. Damn it.
Masked men attacked us. I couldn't fight them.
Masked men, you say? Were they any different from what the Liumang wear?
I couldn't get a good look. Sugiura, they stuck up on him with a bat and came after me next. They cut me. My pinky.
They broke it? Hey, are you okay?
I'll call an ambulance.
There are these photos and a message I was told to give to you, Yagamishi. They said to tell you, this is your final warning.
They've been spying on me?
It hurts.
Shit. If they want me, then come after me!
Talk. I think the Liumang were part of the plan, as bait. They probably only came to lure us away from the office. The worst part is it fucking worked!
This camera ought to show everyone coming in and out of the building. Look, there's me and Kaito chasing down the Liumang. But here's the hitch. There were 7 of them, and they didn't have those trademark white masks. So clearly, they're not Liumang.
They must have got the white masks to lure us out, meaning they're the ones calling the shots here. Wouldn't surprise me if they were also Ehare's accomplices to murder.
That'd be something.
No, it's hard to believe a single murder could involve so many people.
Really? Why do you say that?
More friends, more loose lips. One slip of the tongue can bring down an entire group. Taking a man's life would require absolute solidarity from every single member. What could be their connection?
Could be they're Ehare's buddies in blue. After hearing what happened to his kid, they couldn't help but feel for the guy.
If it were me, yeah, I'd sympathize. But not enough to watch a man die. Or do the deed myself.
Yeah, who'd throw their life away for that? Unless we're talking about the mob over here.
That e-cig's that good, huh?
Considering the area's volatility, the Liumang are the best bet in the house. But if it's not them... Well, there is the Seiryu clan, but they have some decorum compared to these guys. And then the Komijul, the Koreans, they would never get caught on camera. They're shy like that. Go figure.
Impressive list you've got up there, Mr. Handyman. Too bad they're all dead ends.
Hey, if there's a crime in Kamurocho, would you know who did it off the top of your head?
No.
This footage is the lead we've been waiting for. Now we're gonna hunt them down for Tsukumo and Sugiura.
You get hit in the head or something? Find them and they'll mess your ass up.
Will they?
Don't you get it? They were planning to take you out, man. The Liumang letting you off is nothing short of a miracle. Or would you rather risk your neck over nothing?
Where we come from, risking our necks the bare minimum. You Ijincho guys must not see much action.
Yeah, well, in Ijincho, a handyman's wages don't cover life and limb.
I don't recall ever hiring you.
Yeah, and if you asked me now, I'd say hell no. This shit's getting way too over my head. And yours. Sorry, Kaito-san, but I'm gonna have to pass on drinks for a while. Send my regards to the lads.
Well, hey, never chase what leaves.
The agony! I was in a cold sweat all of yesterday. At this rate, I'll be forced to type one-handed. If you do the math, my pinky is worth more than an average person's whole hand. We're talking about at least a 30% drop in efficiency.
It's been a while since I got it this bad. I might even throw up.
So, leaving Kamurocho made you rusty, huh?
Really, with that? If I could wish the pain away, I would, man.
Hey, if you've got the energy to complain, you'll be just fine.
I'm gonna make this up to you guys. I promise.
Well, if you want to do that, we'll need to figure out who and where they are. There's a high possibility this group is directly behind Mikoshiba's murder. And of course, that would mean they know Ehara as well. How about swapping more info with the Kanagawa police?
Let's save that for when we really need it. We're not the authorities here, so we need to play our cards close to our chest.
I think that's a wise decision.
Saori-san's on top of getting things set up with Ehara, right? In that case, I'll head back to Kamurocho. Take your time prepping. We can always regroup up there.
What's up, Kaito-san? Something wrong?
Call me crazy, but doesn't the city seem noisier to you?
What the hell? Your Kaito senses tingling or something?
Maybe they are. Well, no point trying to explain shit that doesn't make sense.
Anyway, I need to go talk to Saori-san before the interview.
Let's hit it. Hold on a minute, Todd.
What?
I'm noticing a lot more punks scurrying around than normal. Something's up.
Really? Huh. Maybe so.
Hey, don't I know you too? You're detectives around here, ain't you?
Yeah, so what?
You ever seen this guy before? A few years ago, he was the manager at some girls' bar nearby.
You really need all these meatheads just to find one dude? Must be one slippery eel.
Damn right he is. Now, do you know him or not?
I'm thinking. Out of curiosity, what's a guy doing running a girls' bar?
I don't think he actually ran the floor or anything. All I care about is him up and vanishing out of nowhere.
So he's a missing person? Since when?
5 years ago.
I mean, disappearing from Kamurocho isn't that uncommon. 5 years? What do you really expect to find?
Your guy have a name? And who gave the order to find him?
You trying to be cute? We're the ones asking the questions here. Don't fuck with us.
Who's fucking with who, asshole? You want to ask questions? You're gonna have to ask nice.
Nice or not, information has a price. It's our bread and butter, so we don't give handouts.
How about I butter your brains on the sidewalk?
Straight to throwing punches, huh? Even the Yakuza treated people better than that.
Fuck off!
Hey, what's up? That all you guys got? Kamurocho used to be tough. Look at these punks.
Gaita-san.
Huh? It's Akutsu. First name Daimyo.
You know him?
Former Tojo clan guy, ex-Yakuza.
Ex-Yakuza? Well, if you say so.
Yagami Detective Agency. Maybe I ought to just hire you guys for this. We're looking for a guy. You heard, didn't you?
This guy you're after, he was some kind of girls' bar manager here in town? I take it this manhunt is your idea?
Nah. Soma's taking point on this one. Came from one of his connections. There's gonna be a big pile of cash in it for whoever finds him. Practically all of Kamurocho's in on this race.
And Soma is?
He's the one in charge of the RK gang. Of course, he's former Tojo clan too. First name Kazuki.
That's crazy. Did the whole Tojo clan join this thing?
Kaito would know all about all the bullshit rules it takes to keep the Yakuza running. They'll take their cut from you and call it the honorable thing to do in the same damn breath. Right, Kaito? In this new age, wouldn't you be better off joining us?
You guys are too small time to pull that shit on me.
You know what else, though? In the Yakuza, if your boys went down, it was on you to get revenge for them. I don't give two shits about that these days. I would say, if there's someone disrespecting you, you might as well go get the jump on them. I would walk right up and stick them in the gut. You wouldn't even see it coming, detective. Yeah? So don't go disrespecting me. There won't be a warning next time.
Okay. Akutsu, you said? Did he get very far in the Tojo clan?
Nah. He may have had the potential, but he never got to make anything of it. The whole thing came crashing down before he got his time in the sun. Soma's the same way, actually. They both tried to climb up the Yakuza ranks, but then the families disbanded. And by the time that happened, all the pawns were cleared off the board. So, now they're ex-Yakuza in the wind. And along comes this gang without all the rules and systems they were dealing with. You end up with RK and a network of thugs.
RK? What does the acronym stand for?
Who the hell knows? After the Yakuza, I guess they wanted to sound more Western.
If they think they can replace the Tojo clan, those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they've been discriminating. Civilian punks who want quick cash are easy recruits. RK's happy to scoop them up. Next thing you know, you've got an asshole army.
That's unfortunate, but speaking of the Tojo clan, have you talked to Higashi lately?
Yeah. As far as ex-Tojo clan guys go, he's one of the good ones. The family left him in charge of that arcade, and now that they're gone, he's basically the owner. I heard he even gave some of the younger family guys jobs. If you get a chance, you ought to show up there every once in a while.
Nah, Higashi. I am the last person in the world that guy wants to see.
Ditching me?
Oh, sorry-san. Yagami-san made it.
Sorry for the wait. I ran into some typical nonsense. We good to go?
I've been good to go for a while. Ehare is waiting, and so are the answers. First thing we'll want to try to get is how involved he was in Mikoshiba's murder.
From the way it's been so far, I doubt he'll be eager to tell you.
If you won't open up, we'll have to play the trump card. Yagami-san. Ehara won't know what hit him.
I don't mind being the ace in the hole.
Are you and your ego ready then, Yagami-san?
Well, This ain't my department. Fill me in back at the office, okay? I might even tidy the place up a bit if you're lucky. Lots of open bottles to polish off.
Oh, we're going?
Oh, I thought you'd lost already. So, what more could my lawyers want from me here?
Well, normally I would say the same. However, a corpse turned up as you said it would. It turns out you have a penchant for prophecy, Ehare-san.
Prophecy, huh? Kinda dramatic. No Hoshino today? Did you fire the poor guy?
Yagami's my name, sir. In a past life, I used to work with Genda and Saori-san. But today, I'm at Serio High School in a contract advisory role for one of their clubs.
Serio High School?
It's the same school Toshiro-kun went to 4 years ago. You'd know it. I happened to be out there working a separate case. But that was when Shirosake-sensei called, and so that's why I'm here.
Well, well. Okay. Why are you here then?
That'd be obvious at this point, I'd think. As you know, Mikoshiba turned up as you said. His body was found in a warehouse. The question is, why did you know that well enough to proclaim it in court?
Haha. You might say it was a miracle. I wished hard enough for it to come true, and suddenly it did.
Care to tell us why you'd wish for a miracle like that?
Do you really need me to explain why?
Mikoshiba. You blame him for Toshiro-kun's death, don't you?
I do.
Even though when you took the school to court, no evidence turned up. A third-party investigation found no bullying occurred, didn't it?
At school, Mikoshiba tortured my son. He would beat him up, and then he'd demand all his money. That damn kid was a star student with high grades. My son's own class wouldn't stand up to him. To avoid being beaten, Toshiro used to. He'd steal money from me or his mother to make sure he could pay Mikoshiba off.
Ehare-san, you seem to know a lot about what happened to your son. Do you have any proof?
Would I have lost if I did? That school can rot in hell for all I care. Speaking of, you know what I'm convicted for. It was being a pervert. I admit to everything. I groped a businesswoman's ass in plain sight on a full train. There's no way I'm fighting for an appeal. So as for my defense, I'm in no need of lawyers anymore.
Ehare-san, just a second.
Why would I give you that?
Yagami-san.
Hiro Mikoshiba died in a lot of pain. His final moments were truly horrific. The last thing he felt must have been fear. After slitting his throat, his body was left to rot.
Doesn't that sound great?
Mind taking a look at this?
That's supposed to be security footage?
I've deduced that these are the killers.
Oh.
Seems they didn't want me probing around Ijincho. They even hurt my friends to send a message. Not only that, they turned a local gang against me. The first time they tailed me, I was heading to a meetup with Sawa-sensei from Seiryo High School. You remember Sawa-sensei, yes? She transferred to Seiryo 4 years ago, not long before your son passed away.
Yeah, not a face I'd soon forget. She told the whole court he was never bullied.
True. She did say that.
And it's not just her I detest. The administrators, the lawyers. They felt like choking the life right out of them. But if anyone needed to pay, it was Mikoshiba. He got what he deserved. It's nothing short of insane that they were just gonna let him get a teaching credential. It all comes back to a flawed and broken system of laws that has no business calling itself justice.
Then it was you, wasn't it? You orchestrated every aspect of how Mikoshiba would die. But you didn't act alone. Who were the people behind it? How'd you convince them to kill a man?
That's a good one. You, my friend, are way off.
The way that interview went, Ehare's definitely guilty. But if we can't connect him to the murders, we're left with no leads to follow.
Yeah. Kept that secret on lockdown no matter what I asked. What could possibly link Ehare to those men? Damn it. And I was so close too. To think they're still somewhere in Ijincho. I need to find them before the trail goes cold.
So you're heading back to Yokohama?
Not tonight. Kaito's waiting for me in the office. I'll be in town for now.
Okay. If anything changes, I'll contact one of you.
Kaito-san, I'm back. Kaito-san?
Hey, did you see that email from Tsukumo?
Huh?
It wasn't that long ago. It's something you gotta see, though.
What is it? Something happened?
It's the murder footage. Miko Shiba's murder ended up on the internet. It's going viral on all the social media sites.
You gotta forgive me. I'll do anything you want. I didn't know he'd do it. I swear. Toshiro-kun was okay. I didn't know he'd kill himself. I really didn't know. I swear I'll try to make it up to him somehow. I'll spend the rest of my life making up for it. Stop it.
What the hell?
Stop it, stop it, stop it!
Ehare has an alibi for this, doesn't he? They already found him guilty, and that's the whole reason he couldn't have killed Miko Shiba, right? But if that's the case, what the hell is this? One way or another, either this thing is staged, or his entire alibi was a massive cover-up. They can't both be true. But there's something I just can't shake. If you want my opinion on it, this looks real.
I need to have another chat with Ehare. Damn it. I'm not gonna let him get away with this.
A train groping and a murder seem to occur simultaneously. Yagami relentlessly pursues these cases, attempting to poke holes in each. After confronting Akihiro Ehara, the key figure in both crimes, he witnesses a harrowing video that provides more questions than answers. In it, a bound man pleads for his life, but his attacker, bound by vengeance, snuffs it out.
So the murder footage is already making the rounds online. I don't think it's showing up on TV, though.
Yeah, the net's a mess right now. It's all unsubstantiated rumors and unverified sources. Typical, really. An ex-cop going from by-the-book sex offender to vigilante avenger overnight is prime forum drama. Sentiment seems to be swinging in favor of Ehara, but there's plenty of folks on the fence about it, too. The reactions have been all over the board.
Do we know if that video is authentic? I mean, CG has come a long way, right?
Oh, or perhaps a deep fake. That is plausible. AI has reached the point where it can generate pretty convincing facsimiles. Someone even made a video that made it look like the US president was saying a bunch of crazy stuff. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Deep fakes are only getting more authentic looking.
Can't guys like you tell if a video is fake or not, though? Aren't there any signs?
Oh, there are several telltale signs of a video being doctored. So I ran every check I could think of on the murder footage. And wouldn't you know it, nothing came up. Most likely, we're looking at the real deal.
Most likely?
Well, no one can claim with absolute certainty that it wasn't altered in some way. Which means it's not substantial enough to prove Ehare's guilt. At least not in a court of law.
Gotcha. Do you know when and where the footage was uploaded?
It was posted sometime last night, but the source is too hard to pin down. The uploaders spread it across multiple servers overseas in a well-concerted effort to hide their tracks.
Makes sense. But I'll bet it ultimately came from Mikoshiba's killers, no matter how real or fake it is.
How do you figure?
Think about it. No one could have staged that unless they knew the specifics of how Mikoshiba was killed. From how he was positioned to little things like the blood on the ground, every last detail was just as the detectives described it.
That's a good point. All this browsing's really taken a toll on the old pinky. Looks like another visit to Ehare might clear things up. You should ask Shirosaki-sensei about it.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Let me get this straight. Ehara went and felt a lady up on the day Mikoshiba got killed on purpose? If that's the case, why the hell would he upload a murder confession after the fact? Is he trying to get caught?
Only Ehara could answer that one for you. I want to ask him that question myself.
So, we're off to see Saori-san then? Let's roll, Talk.
And stay down.
Let's hit it.
Hold the door, please!
Mafia, you're here?
It's been too damn long, Mafia-chan.
Yeah. By any chance, Yagami-kun, are you working on a case for Saori? A video got leaked. It depicted a man committing a murder.
Are Are you here about the Ehare case too?
Of course. The prosecutor's office is in total chaos right now, especially the higher-ups.
I'll bet. After all, they're the ones who pushed for Ehara's battery conviction. If that video's real, that would mean Ehare got them to hand him a slap on the wrist instead of a murder conviction.
Yes. And it's not like the prosecution can say, "Sorry, Your Honor, we'd like a do-over," after the fact. To make matters worse, everything leading up to the trial was broadcast all over the news. Changing our tune now would undermine public trust.
That's for sure.
So, for the time being, our department is trying to predict how the defense will approach the situation. Hence why they sent me here to check in on my good friend's salary. Totally no strings attached.
Well, that clears up a lot.
There you kids are. Figured you had to show up sometime.
Mafiu? You're caught up in this too?
Yeah, she ran into us downstairs.
I'm sure you can work out that I'm here to spy on you. But wouldn't you like to know what we're up to as well?
Are you sure that's your only motive coming here?
Sorry?
Something like a professional excuse to see Yagami-san?
In your dreams? I had no idea Yagami-kun was involved until just now.
All right, I'll accept that. For now.
Gotta say, I miss this little banter.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Needless to say, our office is going through this footage with a fine-tooth comb. That said, they've already determined their stance. They've deemed it an unreliable source and therefore useless as evidence. Basically, they want it to look like it was considered and already thrown out.
Huh? So, they're not gonna verify the video? Not even question Ehare about Mikoshiba? Nothing?
Nope. Not after it was proven in court that Ehare committed sexual battery on October 7th. I mean, wouldn't you say a conviction has a certain finality to it? Besides, there's no way Ehare could have murdered Mikoshiba within that limited time span.
Right.
Which means the murder video doesn't really add up, does it?
What are you getting at?
I'm saying the prosecution believes the video has been falsified. Special effects, CGI, whatever it is, we're not buying it.
Huh.
Furthermore, the prosecutor pushing that stance was the one who handled Ehare's trial.
And that is?
His name is Sadao Takano. He was the one gunning the hardest for Ehare the first time around, especially considering his officer status. He kept insisting justice be served, which got the public behind him rather quickly.
He certainly looked the part of the people's prosecutor, grilling Ehare in court.
So what you're saying is, Takano could never accept anything but Ehare's original sentence. Since this footage of the murder contradicts that finding, he just thinks it's a sham.
Yes, and he'd add that a fair trial's result can't be challenged by some video on the internet.
Well, who could honestly trust a system that changes its mind so easily? Both the prosecutor's office and the court are beholden to the case as Takano-kun presented it.
But that's just sweeping the issue under the rug.
It has a domino effect, too. The police are beholden to the verdict we got, so their hands are tied. This applies to both Tokyo and Kanagawa.
Really? Why's that?
Supposedly, they don't want to get involved with Ehare until they're sure the video is real. If they come in with a list of questions about the murder, it'll show that doubt's being cast on the original ruling.
Yeah, but no one can prove that the video's real.
Right. There's no way to verify the legitimacy of an untraceable video. But if the police aren't allowed to see Ehare, he'll never even become a suspect in the murder. That means he's untouchable.
Exactly. None of the detectives are happy about that. Especially down in Kanagawa. Their job is to bring in a suspect, but their leads are all ending up at the same dead end.
Until recently, people were lining up to bring Ehare to justice. Yet somehow his involvement in a murder totally derailed that.
Don't be so surprised. No cop would ever want to undermine a ruling based on their own findings. Anyone who wants to go against the grain's gonna need hard evidence on their side.
So the case goes cold, all to save face for the court and the prosecution. If Ehare really did commit murder, it'll have been the perfect crime. This debacle only serves as proof.
True. It would turn the trial into a farce. There's no way we're letting this go.
But wouldn't challenging this mean going up against the entire system?
Yeah. That scare ya?
Not at all. In fact, I was just thinking, we're the only ones who could take a case like this.
Ha! That's the good shit, kid.
This whole time, we've been writing off Ehare as a convicted sexual predator. But it's looking more and more likely the court played right into his hand. As for me, I'm done being played for a fool.
Then you've heard what I came to say. And with that, I will be on my way. But if you need help, just ask.
I think we're good for now, but thanks.
That did clear up a lot.
No problem. See ya.
Was Mafuyu-chan cuter than ever, or what? Think maybe it's time.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not like that.
Cláudia é foda, né?